African man who married a wife and after 4 to 5 years a baby is not yet coming, and this African man is praying for God's time instead of marrying a second wife, fails to understand that defending error simply means miserably suffering consequences, because consequences is independent of your pure intention. Consequences only respect who is right in the approach system. In the culture of Africa, we have a system of Obiechina, a word in Igbo land which means Obiechina. That means the lineage of my father will never close. Barrenness does not exist in our culture before the coming of Christianity, because our ancestors has a system of marriage that shuts the gateways of marriage of barrenness in our culture. That system is called polygamy. When a woman gets married to a man and after a few years a baby is not coming, they bring the man and says, young man, is the problem from you? Are you impotent? If the man says yes, he's impotent, they found a close blood from the lineage of the young man, and then they perform some ritual and says, go in and impregnate your wife on behalf of the man. And if the problem is from the wife, automatically they will find urgent way to get another wife for this young man, so that the lineage of this man will never close. Obiechina, Obinna Mechina. So in the culture of Africa, we leave no room for barrenness. Today, what we see is that you see a young man who is struggling with one woman for 10, 15, 20 years without a baby, and the man says he don't want to be infidel. He wants to show his fidelity. He wants to show that he's not cheating. And this is because people has failed to understand that defending error simply means suffering grave consequences. Our ancestors laid a pathway by which getting a child is not a prayer point. It's either the woman is fertile or you go and find another woman while you wait. There are so many people today who are watching this video, who are listening to me, who would not have been born if there is no second wife. You are actually a product of second wife from your own maternal. That means if your father did not marry a second wife, you wouldn't have been born. And this was established in the ways of our ancestors to free men from the competition of women. And again, to make sure that all women get married and make sure that we produce children who will come under discipline protection of our society. You know, when I look at people like Kobi Kubana, Adezenukpo, Imoni them, I don't see these people as, people see them as icon. People see them as a role model. I see these people as a selfish man with one selfish wife from the community where they are coming from. Because you see a man like Kobi Kubana who has had wealth that can feed all the people in Oba, and yet you see this man with only one wife. And then this man is a man that has been empowered with the wealth of the whole community, that's supposed to marry as numerous women as he wants. He's supposed to help in make sure that women in that environment who did not participate in the construction of this wealth can come into this communion by becoming his wife. I already have the wealth of the community. Come under my shadow, these women, so that I can protect you with my umbrella. You can't be a prostitute. You cannot pray for husband in the church. Come! I already have the wealth of the community. That was why in our culture, land is empowered to man as a responsibility and commitment to go and marry women off the street. And so you see a man like Kobi Kubana with all the wealth of the community and yet carry only one selfish wife who will come there and block the inflow of other girls into that family. That's a selfish man, because this time people will tomorrow come out on the media and start giving young ladies advice. He says, run away from prostitution. Do not commit adultery. If your daughter comes back from school with an unexpected money, you don't know where it's coming from, ask your daughter, where did you get this money from? But this motivational speaking fails to understand that you have the wealth of all the community and yet you kept only one selfish wife. Who is going to marry all these other ladies you are advising? Let them abstain from prostitution. Because motivational speaking is just social Christianity. When you have actually taken people away from the normal ways of life, you now begin to give the people teachings that produce no result. And when the teachings produce no result, it is because the foundation has been destroyed by the teacher before he began to teach. You see a man as rich as Peace Mass Transit, Onyisi Nansoka, that carry the wealth of almost every Nsoka person. You see one woman, Abayagada, and quoting that another woman will not enter, that it is only her. Women are very stupid and foolish time. It's time for single ladies to get up and tell monogamous wife that it is either you shift or you get out. Because it is your right. A man doesn't belong to a woman. A man belongs to the society. So the women comes to benefit from the side. No woman claims ownership of a man. It is a man that owns a woman in our culture. And this is because a man is an electron. And when you watch the movement of electron in a nucleus, you discover electron in a nucleus is not fixed. Electron in a nucleus is always separated to be able to have the free movement and oxidation to protect his society, which the man was born for. And so today you now see one fat rich man being enclosed with one selfish wife, blocking the inflow of other ladies. You know, ladies are very stupid. Many ladies today hate me because I am fighting for all ladies to get husband in our society and heal our society from emotional trauma of praying for husband. And because they love those people who are preaching to them monogamy, because ladies don't know what they want and what they need. What they want is emotional satisfaction. What they need is a husband and a child. But they prefer to go to that evil Western pastor who is telling them about monogamy, because the Reverend Father knows that if they eventually fails to get a husband, they will fall back to the Reverend Father. So the Reverend Father is making sure that he prepares some ration, some portion of the women for himself, because he knows in polygamy, every woman is sure of a husband, and automatically getting a woman, the Reverend Father will be defiled, will become difficult. So they prefer to love that Reverend Father, and he is a very bad man, because he comes to provide solution that my ancestors laid. Any woman in fighting a man